Alright, welcome back to another stream, and in this one we are going to be changing the user experience design of the blog area a little bit. So let me show you what things look like today. So this is the blog, and I have a navigation bar up here, and I want you to pay close attention to this area as I switch through all of these pages. So I'm in the home page right now. I can go to the blog by clicking here, and then I can select one blog post, and you can see that I have a back button in here, and then this button goes to the home page. So by clicking this, you can go back to the blog, and by clicking this, you go back to the home page. That's clear enough, right? Let's say you have scrolled through my home page, and then you clicked on one of these projects. All right, now there's a back button that says go back to blog. However, this is a back button, right? It should go back to the previous page that you were on rather than going back to the blog. I know I have a home page in here. However, I have tested this navigation bar on several of my friends, and they all immediately clicked this blog back button to go back to the home page, and they were like, huh, this is new. I wasn't expecting this, and then they clicked back as many times as they can. And I kind of knew this was going to be a problem when I was doing the design, and back then I couldn't think of any better alternatives. But today I'm happy to introduce, I have redesigned the whole navigation bar. So I will be relying on color to direct the users, and in a Medium post, let's say, clicking here will take you to the homepage of medium.com. This is what you would expect, right? In most of the websites, when you click the icon, they would take you to the homepage, and then pressing back in here will take you back to the previous page that you were in, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my branding icon in here, and clicking this will take you to the homepage, and clicking this while you are in the blog is gonna do nothing. But let me take you to an example blog post. When you navigate to a blog post, this text here is going to turn into blue, and this would indicate that it's going to be a clickable item. And I'm going to do the same thing for the dark mode toggle button in here. So the clickable items on the navbar are going to have a different color. So when you click on this, you're going to go back to the blog, and when you click on the branding, you're going to go back to the home page. I hope that's clear enough, and this is what most people expect when browsing the internet. And yeah, I hope this will just be a better experience. I'm just going to try this on several of my friends as well to see what they think. And I'm planning to do some A/B testing on this, though I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So I'm just going to do the implementation first, and then I'm going to figure out the A/B testing part second. Okay, so let's get started. So I have put these SVG icons in here. One of them is for dark mode, one of them is for light mode. They have different colors. So the first item that I need to modify is obviously the blog and blog post components, I think. So I'll just go to blog, and we'll make this modification to blog first. And as you can see, in the blog page, we currently have two items at the top. One of them is a title, and the other one is a button that takes you to the home page. Right, so button 1 has a text only, and button 2 has a text and also a link. All right, so what we need to do is we need to modify this blog navbar item to have an image inside, and that image is going to be the branding icon. So I'm going to go into this component, and there is a custom button. There's a H1, which is probably going to be the title. And then I differentiate between these things depending on if I have a link together with the text. Okay, that's not the best approach, but it's clean and clever, maybe. Okay, let's see what I can do to have a branding no matter what the item on the right is going to be. So I'm going to keep this title in here, but I also want to have this branding icon in there, and I'm going to have a border right towards, I'm going to have a border right to this item. Okay, so that means I'm going to have, I'm going to have an image right here. So yeah, let me just put an image in here for now. And the source is going to be empty because I need to import those items, obviously. So how do I import stuff again? It's been a very long while, right? Yeah, so that's what I want to do. So I'm just going to change this to dark. So I'm going to be importing two SVG icons. And I know this is not the best approach, like having two different SVG icons with different fills. However, I have something different planned for this, and I'm going to animate this icon just like the animated arrow that I have on the homepage, like this one. Well, yeah, it can't compile. That makes sense because Yeah, I'll show you. Just give me a moment. The source of this image is going to depend on if the theme is dark, right? And I have access to that in here. So if it's dark, then we're gonna use branding dark. And if it's not dark, we're gonna use branding light. Alt, it can be branding, can be the branding logo. I think that's fine. Now let's see this in effect. Okay, so I have to resize this, which is okay, but let me check if it changes color depending on if it's dark or light. Yep, it does. Cool. So that means I can go back and assign a class name to this thing. So I'm gonna have a class name in here. Okay, so we're gonna create a new class name. I'm just gonna put that in here, branding, also in here, branding. So the height of this thing, I want the height to be the same as a button. So however much the height for this thing is 46 pixels in here. Okay, is that the case in the actual website as well? What's the height of these things? Okay, let's take a look. So 28 plus 16 is 44. Height is 44 pixels. Oh, it's empty. I forgot to put the class name in there. So let's just put it there. Okay, now I need to make this div a flex box so blog just actually goes up there to the right of the letter, the branding icon, sorry. So this div, button 1, it's not going to be button 1 anymore, is it? It's going to be branding container. So button 1, you're going to get rid of this. Let's just call it branding container and display flex. Okay, that's going to move it to the right of the thing, probably. Okay, that still looks okay, I think. And I want to give it a border right, and here is my border generator, and I'm going to create a border right, and I'll just copy this CSS from there, put this in here, and I'm just going to make it, what colors do I have? Black. Yeah, black is fine. And I need to differentiate this color between is dark and is light, obviously. And I'll just make the border with 3 pixels. All right, let's see how it looks. You can close that now. Okay, so I want to assign the border to the right of the branding icon, obviously. So I'll just cut this from here, paste it there. Let's see how that looks. Okay, we need to give some padding, so I'll just use padding top 4 pixels. You should decrease this to like 16 pixels back again. 20 is a bit too much. Let's see how it looks. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now I want to bring this blog text a little bit up, or maybe this one a little bit down. I can increase margin top. Let's see what effect that has. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to do margin top 4 pixels then, and that's going to center everything. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now let's get rid of this button because we're not going to be using it anymore. So button 2, goodbye. All right, so we can come here. We can remove button 2 text, button 2 link. We can remove button 2 from here. All right, let's see if this works. Yeah, that does work. Okay, cool. Okay, so the next thing is when I go into a blog, I want it to say blog, but with a blue text, obviously. So it's not there right now. Let me just change it. So there's nothing in here right now. So that's what I'm going to fix. All right, so that's going to put the blog text in here, but I need to change the color of this thing. And I need to change the color of the dark mode toggle as well, which I can do, yeah. So when you click on this, you should go to the home page, which is not working, but we'll fix it. That one works, so we need to just modify the blog posts argument. So button 1 link, brand. So we need to provide a branding link, home link. This goes home. This goes back to the blog. This goes home. Okay, I need to change the color of the dark mode toggle now. And this needs to be midnight black. I see now. So if you click on it, the color is going to not change, but okay. So this is what it's going to look like when you navigate on the page. And all of the clickable items have a unique color in the navbar. So if you click on this, you're going to go to the home page, and just by judging from the color, you should notice that this is clickable as well. So when you click on this, you're going to transition back into the light mode. And if you come to the website in light mode, you're going to see the same. This is clickable, this is clickable. And when you go to a blog post, this becomes clickable, this was clickable, and this is clickable as well. And there you go. And when you click on these items, they're going to change their colors. That's it. Hopefully that sits well with the rest of my blog posts. Yeah, all the colors look consistent. And in here, it looks fairly consistent as well. Again, yeah, this is much better than what I had before. I think I'm going to test it with several of my friends, and I might figure out how to A/B test this properly using Google Firebase. This was one long stream and it was very confusing, even though the problem that we were solving, it was very simple actually. Anyway, so I hope you learned something new. This is the new blog now. I'm just going to deploy this. Thank you for joining the stream, and yeah, I will see you on the next one. All right, bye.